Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 8th episode?
7th.
The 7th? Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god, I thought it was the 6th.
We just did 6.
This is the 7th episode of Cultural Connection. Let's
Woo!
give a round of applause, guys. Let's
Yay.
go. So, if you were wondering, today's episode is actually going to be about something that we all, I think, everybody does this.
It was the
Everybody
entire it was like half of the episode for the last episode.
It comes up in every single episode that we do. I swear, you guys cannot stop talking about it.
And
Y'all get fed? Do y'all get fed?
No.
Yes.
I get fed a lot, which is exactly why we're talking about it.
Okay, so today is going to be about food.
yeah.
All different sorts, because everybody eats all different sorts of foods, and I'm always really curious about like different types of foods that come from different types of cultures because they're all so different and things like that. So that is what we will be talking about today. So today we do have some really real special guests.
Oh my god.
Very two special
So
guests.
What?
let's do a little drum
Wait,
roll.
both of which are white? I don't know.
Okay, today's guest is, please welcome to the stage, Bad Baby and Jacob Sartorius.
Oh my god.
Is Bad Baby white? I don't know who
Yes,
right?
I
Okay.
think so.
I think
Yes.
she is,
Okay.
right? Alright.
So we're gonna have them fight right now.
Yeah,
Right
since it's
now.
about food, we're gonna
Right
starve them for 30 days and then we're gonna have them fight over a french fry.
Oh my god.
I was gonna
Not
say
exactly
something.
what I had in mind.
I like that
Oh, really?
idea, Kenneth.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
really good.
for that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but it was gonna make me sound like a loser, so I'm not gonna say it anymore. But all jokes aside, we do have two guests. Please welcome Zoe and Amima. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves and like your nationality and race and things like that. Whichever one of you wants to go first.
Okay, I'm Zoe. My parents are, well, I guess my mom is Jamaican and my dad
What was the second one?
Trinidadian.
Oh, okay.
Amima?
I'm Mima. Both of my parents are Pakistani.
Sweet. All right, so that's lit.
That's
Sorry. Okay.
That's lit.
straight up.
So, I don't really have any questions prepared because this is about food, and I feel like there's a lot to say
Everybody
about food.
likes
But I am wondering. So, from your specific culture, what is your favorite food? Like, what's your favorite fucking thing to eat out of all the things that they feed
That they feed.
That they feed you, that they make.
that they like,
Or like,
put in your
yeah.
mouth?
Yeah.
Our rations. What's
Okay.
your favorite ration?
What's your favorite?
Mine
All right.
personally is stale bread.
And saltine crackers. Okay,
Okay.
anyway. Favorite food.
Kenneth, what's your favorite food?
Do you want our guest to go first though?
Oh, it doesn't
It
matter.
It doesn't matter.
Everybody's
I mean,
gonna go.
I'm pretty interested though in hearing this.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
One of our guests goes like rock paper scissors.
No, it's okay. Whoever wants to go
Zoe was
first.
so prepared.
Okay. Oh, Zoe, did you want to say something?
Okay, so both of my parents are from the Caribbean, so the food is kind of similar, and like it's similar to a lot of like Indian dishes as well. So my favorite, I'd say, is like jerk chicken because I'm a big chicken fan. But like jerk chicken made from Jamaican people because at other places it's a little iffy. Like at my job, I work for a retirement home that is like 90 and it's very terrible. So I'd say only like jerk chicken from like, like restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Like you know.
So it's like chicken and there's like jerk. It's like a just like seasoned chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like sometimes it's a rub, sometimes there's like a sauce. It's like spicy too.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Nice. Sounds
that's
interesting.
interesting. never had Caribbean food before.
Neither have I actually.
I don't know if I have actually. That sounds
There's a lot
interesting.
of things that I have yet to try, and I will probably do that after this episode.
Yeah.
We
Sounds
will
pretty
take you. I will take you to go try some stuff.
cool.
Let's
You will
go.
take her. I'm the
You
one
can't
who
drive.
drives.
Kenneth
Anyway.
will take us. Kenneth will take us.
What about you, Amima?
Since both my parents are from Pakistan, my favorite Pakistani dish it's called biryani, and
Oh,
I've heard
it's
of
really
that.
good.
I've heard of
It's
that.
so good.
What
Yeah.
is it?
And it's like a rice dish, and there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
chicken, and it's spicy. It's amazing.
Actually, I don't know if I've had that, but I feel like I have. I don't
I've
remember.
heard of it before.
I've heard
Yeah.
of it.
It's a really common dish
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
that area of the world.
All right.
I've seen that. It looks good.
Kenneth, what is your
Right.
favorite
My
Filipino dish?
my favorite Filipino dish. I've never heard anyone say it before, but pork sisig
Oh,
is
really? Oh,
freaking
yeah.
amazing, bro.
What
Like
is-
I swear to
what is
God.
that?
Okay. So everybody knows what lechon is, right?
Yes.
Do we
Yeah.
all know what lechon is?
For those,
Yo,
for
poor
listeners
people
that
sausage.
don't know- For those that don't
No,
know, lechon
sausage.
is like Filipino lechon is like
Oh, is it different?
it's a pork. It's a pig.
Yeah,
But,
okay,
Oh.
okay.
Oh,
there
never
might
mind.
be a little bit
Never
of
mind.
misunderstanding.
There's
Okay.
a little mistranslation here.
Yeah, different
Lechon for Filipinos is basically you just took an entire pig and you fried it. Like
Yeah, it's
most of the
it's a
time.
really big thing for
Yeah.
like
Mo-
a lot of people for like birthday parties and stuff.
Yeah,
They'll get like
yeah.
an entire. It's usually a whole pig. Like sometimes I've seen here like they won't do it like that. They'll do like cutlets,
Mhm.
but most of the time it's the entire pig.
No, no,
Dang.
no, no.
Like
when
the whole
it's
thing.
when it's New
The whole
Year's,
thing.
when it's New Year's or Christmas, there's an entire pig on the
whole
table,
pig.
and it's like fried. Like that thing is like brown and to a crisp. But that's lechon, right?
Mhm.
So what sisig is essentially like lechon, but
lechon. I'm lapchon.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Lapchon is a different thing.
okay. Sisig is basically like lechon but like diced, right? But
Oh.
it's cooked with other like it's cooked a certain way that makes it's not lechon, but it's it's sort of different. It usually has peppers, onions, maybe like some other vegetables, what have you, and like maybe cooked with soy sauce. I'm not sure. I don't know how my mom cooks it, but it's good. Love it. Yeah.
Savannah.
Ever since I was a kid, my favorite's been chicken adobo, which is like
Yeah.
chicken and like you put like soy sauce, vinegar, bay leaves,
Black
garlic,
peppercorn.
black peppercorn. The worst thing about it is when you're eating it and then you accidentally eat a
Oh my god,
peppercorn.
I hate that. I hate that so
Yeah,
much.
you wanna, like,
Accidentally eating a black peppercorn in
ruins
anything
my whole
just
mood,
makes it
bro.
taste so horrible.
But I love when my mom makes it. That's like my favorite thing. And then sometimes I'll have her make it for my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
they
yep.
can-
Yeah,
Yep.
you know that.
Yep.
To make it
Yeah, we inhale it.
I wanted to have it so bad.
Oh yeah, and like when my mom makes like lumpia and stuff, my mom has an obsession for cooking Filipino food for my friends. Like she won't cook
Yeah.
it for me. She'll just cook it for my friends.
I swear.
You should make the sausage that's oh my god. I literally talked about
Longanisa.
this with my dad today. Yeah, that.
Longanisa? Oh,
Yeah.
usually like in the Philippines, most of the time you eat it like as a breakfast.
Yeah,
Like, or-
it's a breakfast.
Yeah,
I just want to eat it. I think it's so good.
it is. I think we have some. So
Longanisa and fried rice.
Give it here.
yeah, she'll usually does the. Oh my god, she usually does it with longanisa, fried rice, and then like a fried egg.
Yeah, and oh my god.
I just remember eating it in Canada. Oh, for reference, oh my god, hold on, how do I say this?
Your ex stepfather.
Oh, okay, here we go. My mom's previous husband was Filipino, and so I would visit them in Canada, and his parents would cook us a lot of Filipino dishes, and one of my favorite things to eat was what do you call it? Longanisa,
Longanisa.
longanisa, and the sinigang,
Sinigang.
Yeah.
sinigang. Oh my god, that is so good. I love it so much.
Sinigang is like, for the viewers, sinigang is like, I think it's a tamarind soup.
I
But my
don't
mom's-
know.
It's like a tamarind soup. Don't quote me on that.
Usually
I'm
we
not
just
really
buy
sure.
packets and it has something.
Yeah, it's usually just a packet.
We're too
of
lazy for that.
thing. And it's
It's
like
so good though.
it's like really, it's kind of sour.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's what makes it
yeah,
good.
sour.
It's good though, and there's like a lot of vegetables in it.
And
Good when you're sick.
It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not just you can put all kinds of meats in it too. It's not
Yeah.
They
just
put
specific things.
chicken and carrots and
Most of the time with like
celery.
Filipino food,
Mhm.
you have like the title, right? So I said my favorite was chicken adobo, but
Yeah.
it doesn't just have to be chicken. Adobo is the sauce. So you can make pork adobo, beef adobo, fish adobo, vegetable adobo. You can make like anything.
Mhm.
Oh
Baby
wow.
adobo? No, that was a joke. Don't eat babies, please.
What? Okay.
I don't know about that, bro. Okay. My favorite food. Okay. I have two because
She's
two
biracial.
biracial. So I actually ate it today because we went to go get Colombian food. Which what we ate today was we had something called bandeja paisa. So basically, it's
Mhm.
just it's so
Mhm.
good. It's
Yeah.
so good. So it's
It
basically
is
just
good.
a big ass plate just full of stuff. It has rice, it has frijoles or beans, and then it has like this. It's kind of I keep forgetting what it's called, but it's just like a very like slim piece of beef. I just can't forget. I can't remember what it's called. Chicharrones, which is basically like the inside, like it's
It's
a
like a
big.
pork belly, right?
Yeah, it's pork belly. Was good. And then what else we have? We have fried egg on it, and then avocado, and my favorite part, which is the plátanos or
Plantains.
plátano maduro or something like that. I always just call them plátanos, but basically it's a plantain, right? And it has been fried and it's like caramelized. It's sweet.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a banana. It's like a banana.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. It's like a banana. But it's so good. Every Thanksgiving, whenever I go see my Colombian side of the family, somebody always makes like the best fucking meals. Like they're so good. Oh my god, they're so good. And then my favorite thing from my Chinese side would what is my oh my god, wait, hold on. It either be chatsu oh my god, girl. Chasu or dim sum.
Mm.
One of the
Yeah.
two. I love dim sum. Dim sum is so good.
Speaking of dim sum, I mean, I know it's like a brunch thing, right?
Mhm.
I did
But-
not know this until
Yeah, I didn't
Alexa
know that,
brought
but-
up. I had no idea.
I feel like when it comes to like cultural food, why does nobody think of like breakfast?
That's
know?
true.
Right?
Actually,
Especially
let's talk about that. What
Yeah,
is
let's
it?
talk about
Cultural
that.
breakfast food from each
Cultural
of your cultures.
breakfast foods. Do we
Oh.
know them?
I know for me it's going to be what do you call it? Oh my god, I literally can't remember what it's called. It's like a rice porridge. I can't remember what
Oh
it's
no,
called
I
for
know what
some
you're
reason.
talking about. I don't know the name of it, but I know what
Chok.
you're talking.
It's called chok, or we
Yeah.
call it chok.
Okay.
But in American, sorry, in English, it's
In
In
called something
American?
different.
In American?
In English, it's called something different, but we call it chok, and everybody makes chok pretty differently. But basically, it's really just like a rice porridge. My grandparents would like I don't know if it's chok, but they would make like a sweet kind of rice porridge. It was like really sweet and it was
Mm.
so good. But that's usually what you'd eat for breakfast, but my dad likes to eat it for dinner and stuff like that. I personally don't like chok because of the texture of it. No.
Yeah, that's kind of true. The texture is kind of. I've
Eat
had
it
it
with
one
this
time.
bread.
I had it one time. I
Bread.
think
Mm.
my Vietnamese friend made something like that when we were little, like her mom did.
Mhm.
It was. I know it was a rice porridge, but they put like chicken in it. It was
Yeah,
good.
I
It was like
went
weird
to
texture.
one of my Vietnamese friends' house once and they made chop, but it was different because it was more soupy or like watery and it had chicken in it. my dad usually does put chicken, but sometimes he'll put in things like fish balls or I think it's it's not shredded pork. I don't know what it is. It looks like fur. And it
Yikes.
looks like fur. I don't know what it is, but
I
he'll
mean,
put that on there.
not
And
yikes, but like
it's
to
so
compare
good.
it to fur.
It looks like fur.
You
I'm
mean
so serious. It looks like fur.
you just put cat hair in it?
Yeah. We put the
Yeah.
cat in it
Okay.
too.
That's okay.
Am I perpetuating racial stereotypes right now?
Actually, that's a good question, but I'll ask that later. What about Amima? What's breakfast food from your culture?
It's like various things that are eaten like at the
Mhm.
same time. So like one is like buri, and it's like deep fat fried bread. And it's really good, but it's really unhealthy. Like it's just too
I
much
can
oil
imagine.
everywhere all the time.
I swear that's a
And then
lot of
the
ethnic
Yeah, that's a
foods.
That's
lot.
true. A lot of
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
they're
like,
filled
We
with
do not
oil.
care
heart
about
attack.
our health.
There's a lot of
Bandeja
just
paisa is
fried
literally just a
bread.
heart attack on a plate.
Yeah,
Fried bread. That's
literally.
true.
Fried bread, like, everywhere. You're just like,
I'm
They don't
surprised, like my
kill us.
relative.
They want us to die.
I know, but it's good.
True.
Zoe, what's your culture's breakfast food?
So, like, I don't know if there's actual, like, breakfast food or just, like, they eat the same food at just whenever. Because I did go to Jamaica, like,
Mm.
when I was, like, 10, and I don't remember us ever eating anything different. It was just, like, the same food at different times, but like you said, like, on your Colombian side, we eat a lot of plantains too.
Mm.
So, like, they eat a lot during breakfast as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
These are usually eaten during breakfast as well. I wouldn't know exactly what would be like a Hispanic breakfast food, just really for Chinese. I just know we choke for breakfast sometimes. I find that with a lot of like in a lot of Asian cultures actually, usually with breakfast foods, it's not sweet. Because I feel like whenever people think breakfast foods, they think like, oh, like,
Oh
like
yeah,
something a little
true.
bit sweet, maybe something a little savory, but mostly sweet, like, like cereal or
Yeah,
pancakes and things
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But I find no, sweet things, I don't know.
I noticed like Asian breakfast foods are so heavy. Like a lot of
Right?
times
Oh yeah,
Americans
my
will
Yeah,
gosh.
make little granola bar to start off my day, a little yogurt parfait, and then we're over here eating like a whole plate
Oh my
of
god.
like fried rice, corned
Exactly.
beef, spam with like
Oh my god, the
or like
spam.
no, okay, I remember when I went to the Philippines when I was like 6. I thought this was insane to me because my parents always taught me they were like, "You're not allowed to have soda for breakfast. We don't do that. Like, it's gonna upset your stomach."
Sprite.
And no, so my neighbors would
That
drink
much,
Coke for
right?
breakfast.
Coke?
Like as a breakfast drink, they would get like a bottle of Coke and I was
Oh
like,
wow.
"What is wrong with you? Why would what are you
It's an
Oh,
energy
oh my
drink. It has
god.
caffeine in it. They make the ones with the coffee now.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh yeah, they
That's true.
do.
That's fucking disgusting. Like, the coffee Cokes? Why?
I don't
Like,
Mm.
I want to
that's a
try
good
that.
question.
it just sounds, like, terrible. It's like, drink anything
I
else.
can really drink anything else, but like
Anything. You could drink, like, 4 Monsters instead of a Coke, instead of a coffee
instead of
Coke.
a
Like,
Oh
coffee,
no.
there's so many other better options. Just drink a coffee, bro.
to drink a coffee,
Just drink
exactly,
a
like,
coffee.
Exactly, just drink a
But like
coffee.
I know
red
you
do a line.
bottom.
longanisa earlier, that's a breakfast food.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if it's like just my mom, but I'm pretty sure other
Mm.
Filipino people eat it too. But she'll eat rice and corned beef, and she'll like
Mix it.
yeah, she'll like pan sear the corned
Yeah.
beef with the, and then she'll like serve it with the rice, and she'll eat
No,
it,
yeah.
and she eats it with shrimp paste at like
I don't
10
know
a.m.
about the
or
shrimp
9 a.m.
paste.
But I don't remember. I think it's called bagoong. That's the shrimp paste.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, that
Yeah,
well, that one's the
yeah,
shrimp paste. Yeah.
yeah. She eats it with that.
Do you I don't know if is this a Canadian thing? Is this a Filipino thing? But whenever I was in Canada, they like for breakfast, like was it for breakfast?
Are
Or
you
I
talking
don't know
about
if
that
this is
chocolate thingy?
yeah, the chocolate rice.
Oh,
Chocolate
I
rice with
never
fish in
heard of
it.
that until you
I've
told me.
never heard of that either.
I don't know if
So
that's just
I
like
don't know. Maybe it's like a DIY home family.
Maybe it's like their thing.
It
Yeah,
might?
it might be
No,
like a
because they gave
sampler.
me like it's not like a can, it was yeah, it was basically like a can of chocolate rice that you can
Oh,
buy at the store. I
I've
don't even know
never
where
maybe
they
it's
heard
got
of
it. They
that in
just
Canadian
my
told me to
then.
entire
take it
life.
with me.
I'm pretty sure
Maybe
that's
it
like
is a Canadian thing.
I've
Maybe it
never
is
seen it
Canadian.
here either. I've never heard of
Yeah,
that.
I've never heard of that.
Talking about Canadian food, I feel like the only Canadian food people ever talk about is,
Poutine.
yeah, poutine, but that's also, like, the only Canadian food I've ever, like, seen that's different, if that makes sense. I mean, poutine
Yeah,
is good,
there
don't
was
get
a
me wrong, poutine is so good.
Ooh, street food.
That's
Street
what I
food?
was gonna
Street
say.
food.
Street food. Let's
Street
talk
food.
about that. What's a street food from each of your cultures? I
It
know
is Filipino.
we were
Really?
talking about is it
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Chocolate
say this
rice?
name
Really?
so wrong, I'm so sorry. Champorado?
champorado? I've never heard of that.
I mean, you said it.
Maybe
I'm
I'm
sure
saying it
you
wrong.
said it right, but
You
like,
said it pretty good.
Oh,
Though.
I said it like how a Hispanic person would say
I
it.
mean,
I mean, that's
it's
probably
it's
Champorado?
similar. Similar.
Filipino chocolate rice pudding.
I've never heard of that.
never heard of that in my entire life.
I will ask my
It's so
parents.
good.
I'll ask.
Yeah, ask them and then tell them to make it for me.
Yeah, I'll if they even know what it is. I don't know.
I think I would have known because she probably would have made it by now. I've never heard of
Yeah,
that.
I've never heard of that. Okay,
But,
street
like,
food.
Street food.
Back to street
I know
food.
we were talking about plantains. We also have plantains. Yeah, it's a street food. It's called banana Q, where
Yeah.
you literally barbecue a plantain or a banana.
Oh.
I think they're plantains,
On
right?
a stick. Yeah.
Yeah, on a stick. You take a plantain and you barbecue it on a stick. And I don't know what I've never had it before. I don't know what they do with it.
Really?
I don't know what they do with it. I've
You're
only
insane.
had but yeah, it's like it's just plantain on the stick and you barbecue it.
Plantain on a
And it's
stick.
caramelized. And
Oh,
it's
it's
like,
caramelized.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's like
I
it's
don't know if
good.
it's sweet or what. Oh, and we have another plantain thing too, but I don't know. Like, it kind of doubles as a dessert and a street food. Because when I
Yeah.
was in the Philippines, they were selling it on the street, but it's called turon, and
Mm.
it's like a plantain. You take it and you put it in a wonton wrapper, and you
Mhm.
fry it, and then you caramelize it, and it's
With
so good.
Yeah,
But only
it's
if
really
it's
good.
warm, because if it's cold, then it's like really weird.
And only if you make it right.
Yeah.
Because half the
Oh.
time, like over here, it's dry and I don't like it.
Do one of our guests have like an interesting street food? Any of you?
I agree.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know because at least
Yeah.
personally for me, I can't really think of any street foods.
Or if like street food is even a thing. Culture.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like like I don't think so. Everything like I feel like in Caribbean meals, everything is like it takes so long to make,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
like you really gotta sit down.
Uh-huh.
Like not even so long. You really gotta sit down to eat it. Like I don't know. I wouldn't like walk around like a place of like plate of like red beans and like rice, and then like if there was something that on the street, I'd be like lost. I'd be like, okay, like yeah, in a
Where
cup,
else to eat this?
in a good cup, like rice and peas, like.
Sorry.
Anything, Amima?
And they have like samosas. I'm
Oh,
pretty. I don't know if
samosas.
you guys have heard of those,
I've heard.
but there's
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of.
they're like
Those are
pasties
so-
filled with either like meat or like vegetables,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're deep fried, of course, but they're delicious.
They are good. I've
They're
had
really
some.
good.
Yeah,
They're
I
really
think
good.
so. Like, I guess there's like I don't know if it's like the equivalent, but like patties, they're just like you fill them with like meat or like vegetables if
Mhm.
you're a vegetarian. It's like you wrap them, you fry them, and like I guess they're like they could qualify as like a street food because you like could eat them with your hands.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But yeah, those are good.
For talking about like eating things with your hands I don't know because I'm sure China has a lot of street food. Like I'm sure they have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of street food. I
Yeah,
just
I
have
think they do.
never
Just don't know where.
personally eaten it because usually whenever it comes to Chinese, like with my family eating Chinese food, it's like a whole meal, and sometimes I don't even know. I so I think it's I don't know if it's a lot of Asians that do this or if it's just my family that does this, or maybe it's just Chinese thing. So you take anything that you find in the kitchen, you don't even go and buy things. You just take anything in the kitchen, put it with rice or noodles, and then there you go. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Just with rice.
Because
Oh yeah, put it with rice.
both my grandma and my dad, this is exactly what they do. My dad one time, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get creative and put lapchon." Lapchon is basically it's sausage. It's just a sausage.
It's the Chinese sausage.
Yeah, it's a Chinese sausage.
That
It's a
sounds
little
so
bit
good,
sweet.
bro.
My dad calls it like poor man sausage because they used to
I had
eat
that
it
for lunch
with
the other
rice,
day, bro.
with just rice and lapchon.
Vienna sausages.
My grandpa
But-
used to like those.
I used to eat them like straight out the can.
Yeah, he would just eat them.
Every day.
Oh my god.
Every day.
gosh.
Like,
Something about
them,
them,
like,
man. Something about
Bro.
them.
He used to eat them with like
No, like
saltine crackers.
Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know
if
about
I
that.
eat them now, I'd probably like throw up. Like I don't know if my body can handle that anymore. I was probably like 8, not even 8, like 6, just coming home every day to my grandma's house and eating like Vienna sausages. Right, who drained them for me.
It was always my grandma's also.
Oh, but what my dad likes, what he did, he was like, okay, I'm gonna have, oh god, what was it? Actually, no. Here's a better example. So my grandma was staying here, right? She was staying here for a little bit, and so was this dinner. We already had dinner, but she was like, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make something else. She took one of our ramen packets, right? And she put in the noodles, like she boiled the noodles, but she didn't use any of the sauce. She's like, I'll make my own sauce. So I don't know what she did. She put in like half of the, because you know how, or at least in my ramen packets, it's a tonkatsu packet, so it'll have the noodles, it'll have like the seasoning, and then it'll have the sauce. So she put the seasoning in it, and then she put in eggs, like fried eggs, and then hold on, imitation crab.
Okay.
It was just in our fridge, and then she put shrimp. She just put shrimp in there, and she was like, "Here you go." A little bit of soy sauce, and she was like, "Here you go, eat some."
DIY seafood broil.
Sea foil.
And was it good?
It's so weird. Like they'll just take the randomest things from the kitchen and they'll just put it with some rice or some noodles
that's
and be
true,
like,
though.
"Oh, food.
We do
Here's some
that.
food."
Was it
I
good
do that
though?
sometimes.
I
Was
do.
it good?
It was okay. It was really salty. I didn't mind it too
well.
much, but it was just really salty. But I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't know. It's just like, dang, you can really make anything out of. I feel like they just look at one ingredient, like they open like the fridge, and the first ingredient that they look at is like the first thing that they're gonna add to rice. Like it could be anything. It could
Especially
be
if it's
like,
meat.
Yeah, it's just
especially if it's meat.
most of the time.
Yeah.
You just grab any type of meat or fish and put it in rice, and then you're like, boom, lunch.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I do that with Vienna sausages.
Yes.
Just open a can, microwave it for 35 seconds, and eat it with rice.
Do you guys eat spam?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
I haven't eaten it in a long time though.
I don't eat spam.
You don't eat
I had
spam?
it before.
Spam?
Is there a reason for that?
Oh, I just find like I don't know.
Just
I don't
like
know.
it's kinda weird to eat meat from a can. Not gonna
Right?
lie.
It's like a weird thing
I'm
to
not
eat.
vegetarian, and I'm just like very wary of canned meat now.
Really?
It's just really suspicious. It's like ground
Yeah, I
meat,
before though, like, cooked.
and you don't know if it's meat. It might not be meat.
Yeah, it might not be meat.
It could be babies.
Like YouTube culture made me stay away from
Wait,
that.
can we
All those
revert back a
Yes,
little
yes.
bit? Wait,
Foodie
Savannah,
trend?
what?
Huh? Nothing.
What did you say? It could be
I didn't
what?
say anything.
It
I
could be.
said it
Oh, I
could-
didn't even hear you.
I said it could be babies.
You know, like how
Okay,
they,
dude.
you know,
like it's real.
you know
suspicious.
how in America before they like started inspecting like meats and stuff like that, there would be like literal human limbs in the meats because you know because they had what do you call it? They had like the meat grinders, right? And because they were so dangerous, people would accidentally like get their hands cut off in the meat grinder, so you'd actually be eating somebody's
Yeah,
hand.
you gotta love.
Why wouldn't they tell anyone
Hey, yo,
if they
what
got their
the point?
hands?
We were talking about very good food, and now you're ruining their appetite.
Like, why wouldn't they like mention it? They'd be like,
No,
throw this
the
away. They're like, no, keep them.
No, they were
keep
like,
the
hey,
meat.
It's not like they
We
ever
had
knew
to
anyway.
we had to read
extras.
an
We got
article
extra.
on how disgusting the food industry was.
Now, you ever seen how they make hot dogs? That's like a
No.
Mexican version of Spam.
No.
What is
Nasty.
that, bro?
Hot dogs
Because
are
I
nasty.
don't eat
can't go.
burgers, and I used to only eat hot dogs, and now I
I
can't,
can't eat hot dogs. I can't, and also my mom told me that hot dogs would give me leukemia. I don't know why, but she told me that they
Bro,
would.
I swear
What?
anything will give you leukemia
Why
now.
She was like,
leukemia?
I
like,
mean,
hot
I
dogs
feel
are
like there's a little bit
cancer. I was like, thanks.
Savannah, do you want to talk about your white people food?
Oh, my
watermelon salad.
I've brought
Watermelon.
I've brought this up on. It has to be like 3 episodes now that I've talked about Mexican salad.
I swear, Mexican salad.
What makes the salad Mexican?
Exactly.
Literally nothing. Maybe like
The Catalina
cheese.
sauce?
I think it's the beans.
The beans?
They were just like Mexican
Beans.
beans. Let's stereotype this and put it in salad. But basically, as I've said before on our other episodes that you should go watch. I have to do
Wow.
an episode.
We have 6 other
Wow.
She has a
episodes.
football.
Why do you have a football?
Anyway,
Why are you talking about this while you're talking about Mexican salad? You're really looking kind of white right now.
I know. What
this
is
is my friends. Anyways, so Mexican salad is this abomination of a food. Let me make sure my door is closed so my dad's feeling hurt. Mexican salad is the most like disgusting thing I've ever laid my eyes on, and I've never even eaten it before. It's like you take iceberg lettuce, the real watery one. You take the iceberg lettuce, you chop it up, put it in the bowl. You take red cabbage, chop it up, put it in the bowl. You take beans, black beans, take the can, boom, in the bowl. You take chunks of cheddar cheese, put it in the bowl. Carrots, put it in the bowl. And then the icing on the cake is Catalina dressing. And you put it in there, and then the problem is that it mixes with the water from the iceberg lettuce, and it looks like a soup.
Oh my god.
And it's like, and you know, it has to be bad because the only person that ever eats it is my dad.
That's like a pregnant woman's food.
Yeah, that's like
know.
The
a
craving.
Every
for sure.
Thanksgiving, man. I just want to have a Thanksgiving, bro. Please. I just want to eat one time. And then one time, I don't know what it is with them and these salads. Like, you know how we were talking about how, like, Asian people will take any meat and put it in rice? They'll take
Yeah.
anything and put it
Make
in a
into salad.
salad?
like,
Bro,
one
a
time I
salad
pulled
is
up-
good though.
No, but I pulled up to Thanksgiving function one time, right? And they had black beans, scrambled eggs, carrots in the salad. And I was like, what is wrong with y'all? It's
Scrambled
not a-
eggs. Wait, what?
It's not
Hold on,
a
you missed me.
burrito. It's a salad, dog. Like, what are you putting in here?
Burrito on a table.
What?
Burrito and lettuce burrito. What the heck?
Lettuce burritos.
But that's as far as like my white side food goes. Like, I really don't. I
Do you
mean,
guys do casseroles?
no, actually, my family doesn't do casseroles. Maybe that's like a northern thing because my family is like really southern.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh yeah, that might be.
but my great aunt made like pot roast one time, and it was really banana pudding. That's a good one. Banana pudding.
No, banana pudding is good.
Yeah,
Banana,
it's really good.
maybe I just like pudding. I can't
It's
even.
probably
eat
not
pudding.
even a white person thing. We probably stole it, but you know what? It's at all of my family functions. So
It's got to be like European or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
I don't know what it
European
is.
foods, some European
Yeah,
foods
some
are like,
European
okay.
food is
But
really
like
good.
there are some European foods which are like, what is wrong with you?
beans on toast. I'm looking at
Yeah,
you.
beans on toast.
British.
Beans on toast.
British. I'm
I've
looking
It's
at
never had
anything. I
beans on
swear they
toast.
put anything on toast.
you.
Put
Yeah.
anything on toast.
Beans. Toast.
I feel like rice is such like a staple in non-white cultures. So do like white people just not eat rice?
Right?
I feel
I
like
know, right?
They really
like
don't,
every
bro.
culture there's like a rice
Yeah.
dish. Like there's like
Mhm.
rice and peas in Caribbean. It's not actual like green peas, it's like red beans, but it's just called peas. And it's just like you just put rice. I just think every culture except for like white people, like I don't think in like Europe they're just eating rice.
This
So I'm
is
like,
a
do they
very
eat
good point. I
Like-
can explain this because Filipino mom, white dad. So before they met each other, I don't even think my dad knew that there was such thing as a rice cooker. And it boggles my mind that people do not use rice cookers. Like I didn't know that people didn't do
Y'all are
this. And
pan
he
cooking
used
your
to
rice.
say that he would just use Uncle Ben's minute rice, and I was like, "Are you crazy? What's wrong with you?"
My
I-
cousin does that. Oh
And
my
they would
gosh.
he said they would like boil it on the stove. I was like, people do that because
That's what I do.
Yeah, they do.
my whole life I've
boil
grown up
rice
like
in
using a
stove.
rice cooker because my mom and me eat so much rice.
How do you boil it on a what?
I
How does
assume
that
you
work?
just
There's like a
put it,
special technique. You have to.
Yeah.
That's what my mom does. She
Mhm.
boils it. I don't use a rice cooker.
My dad boils
Using a rice
in
cooker is so easy.
It's really easy. You just you wash your rice, and then you always measure it with the tip of your finger, and it has to go to like the tip of your finger, the water. And then
Is it like
you put it in the rice cooker and you flick a thing and change it to cook, and then you just let it sit there, and then the thing will switch and it'll say warm, and then your rice is done.
I have an important
Whenever
question for everybody
rice
here
cooker-
because we all eat rice, right?
Uh-huh.
How
Yeah.
many times do you
Yeah.
wash your rice?
I don't know.
See,
I don't watch
here's the
rice
thing.
being
Here's
made.
the thing. I wash my rice enough. That's all I'm gonna say.
Enough? How much is
Enough.
enough though?
Like maybe 5 times.
5 times? Okay.
Don't make
See,
me
like,
feel weird because my mom always taught me to only wash it like 2 or 3 times because she said it would like take away like because she said that the stuff that like you see like the white whatever it is, it's starch. So if you wash it too much, she said it'll make it like dry and it won't stick together or something. Because apparently like the starch is what makes it like plump.
Yeah.
I thought that so.
Yeah, here's the thing, because my parents never told me to wash it that many times. I just sort of learned that from like my friends. But when I do wash it, like even 5 times, there's still the starch in the water,
there's still
right?
starch.
So I'm like, there's no way that this rice is dirty at this point. It's just it's the starch. So I'm like, well, if it's just the starch, I might as well just cook it now, right?
True.
So
I know. My dad has always taught me to wash it at least 4 to 6 times.
yeah.
And like that's basically just like putting it under the water, taking your hand, swishing it around, taking it out,
dump
and then
it.
you do that. Yeah, and you just keep on doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but do you wash your rice? Or like how many times do you wash your rice?
Like, I'd say 3 to 4 times.
3 or 4 times?
Yeah.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, that's a good amount. You still
feel
got
like-
a little starch in there, but it's
Yeah,
not.
you know, it's not too much. It's not too much. I don't understand people that just don't wash their rice.
That's so disgusting. White people don't wash. I've heard this before that white people don't wash rice, and I was like, you're gonna get
Either that
disease.
or they wash it with soap.
Ew.
I
Oh,
saw
that's
that once, and I was like,
nasty.
Wait, they actually wash.
I mean,
I
I freaking guess so.
thought it was a joke.
I thought it was a joke too, but I guess not.
Terrible.
Ew.
Yum.
What goes? Do you wash your like vegetables with soap?
I swear I've
What
seen
goes
that,
through
and
your
I don't know
mind?
if it's a joke or not. I feel like it's a joke stemming from it not being a joke.
I hope it's a joke. Please be a joke. What about like desserts?
Oh, desserts. Desserts. Okay.
Forgot one. My grandma makes banana bread, or I guess it's cake.
Banana bread.
But it's so good. Like it's every time she makes it for a party, like you have to be downstairs when it's getting cut, or you will not get some. You have to fight for your life. Fight for your life for that banana cake.
You gotta be in line, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta not even in line. You gotta start shoving people. It's just so good.
Bro, move!
That and like it's called black cake, and so it's made with I think rum, but it's like
Ooh.
actually I don't know. It's made with this or sorrel, but sorrel is like this drink, and it's made with this plant, and it's like, and you can add like alcohol to it, and it's like, which is kind of funny because like people would be like, oh, you're drinking at a young age, but like my parents would like drink that when they were like 5. Like it's just a thing.
my
they do.
God.
Like it's not enough to get you like wasted or anything. Like it's just for the
Right.
flavor of it all.
Oh,
So
That
it's like
sounds really
I think
good.
it's like good. It's like sweet too. But it's like that or like black cake, which is like I think it's like rum, and it's like really like moist.
That sounds
You
good.
gotta-
Mm-hmm.
Does sound
I
good.
do
Dang, you want to make me some? Shit.
Petition to feed Alexia.
Please feed me. I need the
She needs to
rations,
go
bro.
fund me.
I need
Rations,
to
bro.
go fund me.
Go feed me.
Go
Go
feed
feed
me.
me.
Go feed me.
About dessert, I swear, what Chinese people just got no desserts. Like we just don't like sweets.
I thought
I don't
about
know
that
what's
one
what
day.
I don't know what's wrong with us.
Oh, I was thinking about that too. I was like, what do Chinese people
Like
eat
we
for
have some
dessert?
things that are like
Y'all do.
sweet, but I wouldn't call them like desserts. I don't know. I've never like seen a Chinese dessert. I don't know. I've never seen like a Chinese dessert. They're always just like somehow like Western in a way. I mean, like a Chinese sweet that I do like, or like that is sweet, if that makes sense, is this what do you call it? It's like it's a sesame ball with red bean
Oh
inside.
yeah.
Oh, we
yeah.
love red bean. Red bean, we love that. We
Red
love that
bean
shit
is
so much.
good.
Red bean is so good, but it's really good. And then for my Hispanic side, flan.
Yo.
Oh yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yep. Yep.
Yep,
We
flan.
got that too.
For us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Amima though?
There's like in India and Pakistan, there's like this thing called mithai, which is like jalebi. I don't know if you guys heard that one Jason Derulo song.
What? Wait, what?
Jalebi baby. He's like
What
singing
the-
about it. Yeah, but it's like this. It's too sweet, but it's like this orange circle thing. And then there's like different types of mithai too, or kheer, which is like rice pudding.
Mm.
You
I'm
guys should
telling
get
y'all,
Jason
y'all.
Derulo on the
We
podcast.
should.
Oh
That's
my
our
god,
next
you're
guest.
so right. That's gonna be our next guest. Is gonna be Jason
Jason
Derulo.
Jason
Derulo.
Derulo.
You know
Okay.
that Jason Derulo picture I keep on sending you?
Please stop. Please stop sending me this.
I'll send it to you later, Ken.
I think.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Anyways, we're gonna have Jason Derulo next. But other than that, I am interested in knowing what like you like your favorite food from like another culture.
Oh, I was gonna say that. I have a lot.
Ooh.
I have to think.
Oh, you know what's like? I really like curry, but it's like every culture has a different way of making curry.
Exactly. So I
Mhm.
can't
Like
even I can't even
Japanese
say
people have
that.
curry, and like
Mhm.
South Asian have different curry from like East Asian. There's like so many different types of curry, but
Yeah.
I make it with potatoes, carrots, and bell peppers. But sometimes if I don't have bell peppers, I just oh well.
Oh well.
Because most of the time I have carrots and potatoes just like
Mhm.
laying around. But I don't know. I have a lot. Like
Yeah.
I really like dim sum. That's good.
Yep, dim sum good.
Mhm.
Specifically the rice roll thing. I don't know what it's called, but like you know what I'm
Oh,
talking
my
about?
dad has told me what it's called.
That's
but
literally
we
my
don't know
favorite
what
thing,
it
bro.
is.
It starts with like a C, I think. I want to say it starts with a C. I'm probably
I don't
wrong.
think it starts with a thing with a fee.
With a what?
With a
With a
fee.
fee. I can look it up right now though.
But yeah,
We'll
there's
see
like
what it is.
that and like what else? Plantains are like another cultural thing that like so many cultures have is plantains. I love plantains. Bussin'. Delicious, bro. And yeah. I like pho when I'm sick.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
immediately
pho
want to
is
eat pho.
good. Pho is so good.
Pho is so
Pho is
good.
so good. What's
So
y'all's pho?
long
delicious.
turning.
Oh yeah.
Have
yeah.
all of you had pho
I need
before?
chicken.
I feel like there's no way you couldn't have had it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this so wrong, but I found what it's called. You're right. It does start with a C. I was about to say I'm not Chinese. I am. I
She's
swear
been
the
faking
fact.
it this whole time, guys.
I swear the fact that I can't speak Chinese just makes me think I'm not Chinese. Chung.
Chung fun, right? Yeah.
It's a rice
So
noodle
good, bro.
roll. So
That's my
basically,
favorite
it's a
like
rice
dim sum dish.
noodle. It's a rice noodle. And there's different things in it. You can have chassis in it. You can have shrimp in it. It's really good. It's so dim sum is so good. If you guys haven't had dim sum, I would very much recommend you to go get dim sum.
Go do it.
Go do
Yeah.
it. Dim sum or hot pot.
There's this Okay. First of all, I really like Malaysian food. Malaysian
I've never
food is
had
really good.
Malaysian
Yeah.
food.
But it's not like a dish, but there's this one. It's called I don't. I'm just gonna say it like very Americanized. It's just roti, right? It's this bread.
Roti, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have roti
Hmm.
in
Yeah,
Korea.
It's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, it's really freaking good. And like when I went to Malaysian restaurants, I don't know if this is like a universal thing for people who uh eat that, but it's usually served with curry. Not sure if that's universal with that, but
Yeah.
it's really good. Jeez, it's really good. It's my favorite thing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
oh.
definitely
Off
try
topic,
it.
but I asked my dad if he watches his rice, and then he started giving me directions on how to make rice. So I think he thinks I'm
Thanks,
making
man.
rice right now. He told me he doesn't. He said you can, and
You
he said
You
you
can.
can't. I
can.
don't. He
You
said
don't
you
have
can.
to.
I don't. I let the water boil with a little
Well,
salt. Then I put it in about a cup of rice. Add more if you put too much rice. Stir with a fork.
Thanks.
And
With a
fork.
fork? Why with a
He said,
fork?
why specifically with a fork? Like you're
Yeah,
not
it's
allowed
just
to stir with
no
like
anything
fork,
else.
no
if you
spoon.
mix it with
No
the spoon,
spoon.
you're gonna die. Like the
Nothing
rice will
else.
kill
Only
you.
fork.
It's
Oh,
Fork
Just
fork.
fork.
only.
fork only.
Maybe spork,
And it
but
was like
fork.
that message too. It says stir, and then the next message with WA fork.
Okay.
Specifically fork. No, nothing else.
Fork.
Only fork.
Only fork.
Just fork.
But back on topic, talking about favorite foods from different cultures. So I went in Canada. Oh my god, everything always happens in Canada. In Canada, they have this
Perpetually in
thing
Canada.
perpetually. I wish.
Dang it.
So they have, or in Edmonton, where I go, they have this thing called the Heritage Festival. So they'll have like pavilions of. Oh my god, are you good?
Yeah.
Um. Anyways, since you rudely interrupted me,
Shut up.
they'll have like pavilions of different countries, and they'll have food. They'll have like traditional, what do you call it, like little things, little things.
Little things.
I don't even
Wow,
know what
I
to. I don't even
agree.
know what to say. I don't even know what to say. They'll just have like little trinkets. There you go, trinkets, like traditional like trinkets and stuff like that. Like in the, what do you call it? In the Korean pavilion thing that they had like K-pop stuff.
Oh my
Like a
god.
fun. And oh, and the
Wow.
Chinese one, they had somebody who was like writing your names in Chinese, which I literally don't know how that would work, but okay.
Right.
Yep. So they had a little like a Thai pavilion thing. And one of my I always get this every single time I go, and I haven't gone in a long time because I always leave early, but it's mango sticky rice. So it's basically like this coconut sticky rice. I tried making it before. So it's sticky rice, right? But it's like coconutty, and I don't even like coconut. And then you eat it with mangoes. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good.
I swear, Thai
It's,
people put coconut in like all their food. Like they use coconut so much.
I mean, like coconut
Like
milk.
yeah, or like coconut milk. Like I went to this Thai place one time and my mom got like a coconut soup and then like
Coconut
yeah,
soup.
she got like a coconut soup or it had like coconut milk in it, but it wasn't supposed to be a dessert. It was a soup.
It was a soup.
This
It
is
was
It
soup.
was a soup.
Yeah, I don't know if the sticky rice and mango is supposed to be like a dessert or a meal. Either way is good. Adding on to that. So whenever you eat like Korean fried chicken, they'll always give you that side of what do you
The
call it?
pickled radishes.
Pickled radishes. I would eat pickled radishes every
Dude,
single day for every single meal at every single hour, every single minute, every single second. I don't care. I love pickled radishes
I
so
didn't
think
you
she
much. I
likes
like
would
pickled radishes. I don't know. I
didn't
think
you
she
bro.
show
does.
up to school with a container of pickled something?
Pickled cabbage.
It
It was
was
I
pickled
love
cabbage,
cabbage.
right?
my dad got me pickled cabbages and pickled carrots because I really like pickled things. I don't know. I think I just
Okay.
like how sour they are. I like pickled radishes. My grandma used to grow cucumbers in her garden, and then she'd put it in like this pickled juice. It's not like pickles, but it's like a pickled juice. It's a little bit more sweeter and more like refreshing in a way.
Mm.
Oh my god, I picked that shit up. It was so good. She don't make it anymore, but it was so good. And then whenever I found out that pickled radishes were like a thing, oh my gosh,
You just ascended.
I love pickled anything, pickled.
Speaking of which, before we wrap this up, snacks.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Snacks. I don't think we talk about that.
Amina, do you have any like snacks, like interesting snacks?
Yeah, there's many, but one that's really common is like chart. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's
What is
like,
that?
do you know chickpeas? They like eat it with,
Uh-huh.
and like they eat it in various forms. Like there's different types. There's like samosa chart, which is like samosas, multiple samosas just cut up. There's like different like yogurts. I don't know how to explain it, but it's all really good. Those are very snacks.
Mm.
Oh, those chickpeas. Oh my gosh, hummus.
So good.
Man, bro.
Hummus.
I love hummus.
I come up to
Mediterranean
any
food is really
Colombian
good.
function and they always have hummus on the table for some reason. There's always hummus there. It's like, dang, y'all really like hummus. You
I
should,
don't blame
you
them.
should. Hummus is so good. Zoe, what about you?
So like I don't know if there's any snacks. Like there's just sometimes I'll eat things as like snacks. Like fried dumplings is just like a ball of dough fried in oil. And then sometimes my grandma will make a bunch. And then like as she's cooking the other food, I'll just like eat like 5. Just plain dough. Nothing on them. Just dough.
Just dough.
Dough.
Just
I mean, I
dough.
guess that's a
like
lot of
thing in a
carbs.
lot of cultures though too, just straight fried dough.
Just straight dough.
Straight
And
I
it'll
mean,
go
like, why not? You know?
Yeah, I
True.
feel
like
honestly, I feel like I don't know who started these things like from each of our cultures, but I feel like they just took something and they were like, I think I can put this in a fryer. And they did.
exactly.
And that's
Yeah.
how we
Right.
got like half of these things.
Sean is just like, oh my god, a pig. I would think I can put this in the fryer.
Fire.
Let's try.
It's like the
Let's
first
try and
time
make it
you
work.
get an air fryer and you just put anything in it. Like, I bet I can air fry this.
Bro, that's
entire
like
thing.
carnivals
frying a
and
pig.
any
It's
and
literally like
carnivals and
yeah.
anything. You know, you go to a carnival and you'll see like a fried
Oreo covered in like
Fried ones are
mayonnaise.
fried
Yeah.
banana.
Fried
I swear
cheesecake.
yeah, my god,
Fried
they fry
cheesecake.
everything.
Ice cream.
Fried ice cream?
Oh, fried
Fried
ice cream, yeah.
Oh, I never
I've
understood
tried
how you
ice
do
cream
that.
before. I think they have to like freeze it, like super freeze it,
Yeah.
and then like
You have to
fry
it's
it.
really cold. You just roll it and then you fry it.
I don't
And
know
then
how they. This is like. This has to be like peak human advancement. Like how
Oh,
do you
God.
fry ice cream?
Bro, it's like magic, I swear.
Frying something that's
Hold on,
supposed to melt. That's crazy.
That's
Not
magic,
for
bro.
real. And the next
How
year
do
we're
you-
having fried water.
Fried water?
Bro, fried
You're
They'll
water.
just start
Carnival.
frying like
I
anything.
mean,
They'll
it's
start like
probably
frying
good in
people.
theory.
We start
Fried
frying
air.
frying drinks.
Frying drinks.
All
Fried
your
Pepsi.
drinks
Someone
come
fried
fried.
fruit. I saw like fried
Fried
watermelon
fruit?
somewhere.
Fried watermelon just
I don't know, like why.
Wow, you
good,
took
but,
something
like,
healthy and made it
nutritional
worse.
value of them.
I've seen like
I
fried
find-
zucchini before and fried
That's so
pickles, but
Yeah,
that's
I've
so
had
scary.
watermelon?
That's so scary.
Fried
That's-
zucchini honestly isn't that bad. It's pretty good.
Fried pickles
But,
are
like,
so good.
or like fried pickles. Fried pickles are good. But
Bro,
fried
fried-
watermelon?
Like,
Oh my
why?
god.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
They like put it in
Auto-
coating and then dip it in the fryer. It's
I think
terrible.
they're just
Imagine like mid coat, you're like, why am I frying watermelon?
Do you ever think
Like, you're
about
like,
what are you
what are you
doing? What are you doing?
What are you
How
doing?
did you get to this
What
point?
led you to that moment?
What
Right?
made you think that you can fry watermelon?
Like,
Like
why
what?
can't you just eat it?
What went
what
on
does
in
it
your
need
head to
crunch?
like? How'd you get to that conclusion?
What,
Like, what if
why
I
do you
fried
need
a
that
watermelon?
What trauma led you to this point?
What trauma?
I have-
We're the therapist now. You're in a therapy session.
like, what led you to frying this watermelon?
Oh
What
my
were we
God.
Why
talking
did
about?
anyone
We
stop
were talking
you?
about snacks.
Snacks. We were talking about
Fried
snacks.
bread.
We have
try that.
let me think. I know this one snack that I like. I used to get made fun of for it. It's called boy bawang, and bawang is garlic in Tagalog.
Mhm.
And I freaking love that stuff. So it's like, it's corn. No, it's not like corn. Can it be explained? I don't know how to explain it.
I don't.
I agree.
It's
Well spoken.
what is it? I don't
Okay,
even know
I
what.
want to say it's like a corn chip in the shape of corn.
No, it's not in the shape. Well,
It's like the kernel, but it's
no,
like
no.
fried.
I
It's
swear,
not
it's like they
corn.
tried to take. Okay, you know how like garlic, not like the individual, but like the whole,
Uh-huh.
the entire like onion looking shit.
Because it's on the package. It's
Yeah,
like
it's literally like a garlic.
it's just, I'll just say it's like garlic flavored corn chip
Yeah,
in the shape of
in
a
the
corn
in the
kernel.
shape of, it's not in the shape of a corn kernel though. It's in the shape of a garlic.
I swear it's a corn kernel.
You know, it's a garlic. I
I'm
swear.
not gonna argue about
They're
this.
fighting. They're
Anyways,
fighting.
It's very strong garlic. Like it tastes, it like smells really strongly of garlic. And I brought it to school one time, and they like people were making fun of me for it. And I was like, "Have you never had garlic in your life? It's just garlic."
Garlic is good.
Exactly.
Garlic is really good.
I'm a fan.
Mhm.
Garlic?
Yeah, garlic.
And
I
onion.
like garlic or onion. I don't like garlic
You
or
don't?
onion. Well,
I
like
wouldn't
obviously
like
you can
bite
put it
into
in.
an onion like it's an apple, but like
I would like $10.
okay.
No, like
$10.
I'll usually like if there's onions or garlic and something, I'll just pick it out. But like it's not like I'm like with ginger. I cannot eat ginger. If I taste ginger, I will throw up, and I'm not
I
even
also
joking.
hate gingers.
I'm not even kidding.
I hate
gingers.
Gingers, like
Not
red.
not the person.
I've got gingers right here.
Type of person.
The type of person. This flavor of
the
person is
flavor?
ginger. The flavor of person.
The flavor or the type of person.
Flavor is the genre.
Wow, are gingers a
genre of
type of
person.
person now?
Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran is.
His new song sucks.
I haven't heard it.
I have
It's
not
so
heard it.
bad.
I don't know
Anyways,
either. Oh, but
heck?
what do you call it? Oh, Chinese snacks. So I don't know what it is with China. Again, we just don't like anything sweet. If you're looking like through the Asian like market looking for a snack, 10 times no, sorry, 10 times.
10
9
times
times
out of 10.
9 times out of 10, all the like sweet snacks are from like they're all from Japan.
They're all from Japan.
Yeah,
They're
They're
yeah.
all from Japan.
We don't
Sure.
have any.
But if you're
We
looking
don't
for a
have these snacks.
Chinese snack, you're gonna get something like I don't even like my dad brings home like Chinese snacks. I don't even know what they are. It's like
I've seen, like-
dried fish,
Oh yeah, dried squid.
like these like nuts. Are they nuts? Who knows? They're like little balls, and I think they're nuts, but
Okay.
I really don't know what they are. We have these like rice crackers. Savannah gave me these rice crackers. You have the why are you laughing?
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about.
Nuts?
It's like these
Nuts?
tiny
Nuts?
balls. These nuts. These tiny balls.
These nuts.
These nuts.
We're so
bro.
immature.
Oh my god, I'm sorry,
Bunch
but
of babies running a podcast.
Savannah
I
gave
love those
me.
rice crackers.
I hate the rice crackers.
I love those.
Really?
They're so
Why?
nasty.
The
What's so
MSG
nasty about them? They
rice
taste good.
I hate them.
They're just
Oh, and
Are they
then
like plain or like they season?
huh?
Are they like plain or like are they like
plain.
They're
they
like seasoned.
They're
I've
like
had rice cakes before,
I know
but right like not
Talking about.
rice cakes, but like rice crackers.
I know
yeah,
what you're
rice
talking about,
crackers.
like the rice, the
Are you talking
It's,
about
it's
the?
literally just a cracker.
Yeah.
It's just a cracker.
Are you talking about the oval shaped one?
Yes.
yeah.
Those
the
are
oval-
good though.
They are
No,
good.
they're not.
They
They
are
are.
good.
They're not good.
They're just
Talking
really
about
hard.
rice cakes, we do have a rice cake. I forgot what it's called. I tried making it once. I
We
tried
have
making
a
all these
rice
things.
cake that
We do
can
have
be
a rice cake.
mistranslated for a curse word in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
It's not a snack. It's more like a dessert.
It's a dessert. Yeah.
Yeah. We talked
the
about
rice-
this in the last
Oh,
We
episode.
did talk about
Oh, yeah,
this,
you
It's so-
did.
which you
puto.
guys should watch.
You guys should go watch.
Right.
Yeah, it's called puto, and it's a steamed rice cake. And again, like what Alexia was saying, for some reason, like I mean, we have sweet things, but we've been making
Cheese.
like sweet stuff savory. Like I don't know what's
Right?
wrong.
It's the
We
cheese.
put, like cheese on everything. Bro.
Filipinos put cheese on everything. Every dessert.
Down,
It's
guys.
cheese. Except for
But
halo
then-
halo.
Oh yeah,
Halo Halo is so good.
so
Yeah.
good.
It's so good. I get so excited. We're again in Canada.
In Canada.
In
We
Canada.
would have halo halo like at night,
Wait.
like as like a dessert, like after
Mhm.
dinner. I'd get so excited whenever they'd call us up from the basement and be like, "Hey, we're making halo halo," and be like, "Yeah!"
Yeah.
So good. My favorite thing to eat in it was the corn. Was
Mine
always the
is the
corn.
jelly. I have
The
like a jelly
grass
obsession.
jelly.
We never
Jelly is
put
good.
jelly in
Yeah.
it.
The
I
consistency.
don't
Love
like
jelly,
jelly.
bro. Like in
I
my
think it's the
boba, I
texture.
always put lychee jelly.
I think it's the texture of jelly that I just don't like.
I
Mm.
have a jelly
Texture
jelly
is the best
addiction.
part.
To the best part.
Or like
Mm.
what's it called? The I like
Those
the
like
ice cream and
you
halo
know those
halo.
the jelly stick. Oh, I like the condensed milk.
Oh yeah, that too.
Whenever
yeah.
they, because
It would be weird without condensed milk. Then it would just be shaved ice and a bunch of weird shit. Like you got like cornflakes in there. You got beans.
beans, yes. I always every single time when they pass me like the condensed milk, because you know with condensed milk you just like put a hole in it.
Yeah.
You just put
Just
it on.
Yes.
Every single time they pass me the condensed milk, I always put like too much. Too much for comfort. Way too much for comfort. Oh, but we all in China, sorry, we also have a rice cake. It's a glutinous rice cake, so it looks like a sponge, and it's sweet. It's really sweet, and it's really good, and it's
SpongeBob.
really hard to make. It's like it looks like honeycomb, but whenever you eat it, it's very squishy. And for some reason, it's so hard to find, like, you can't just go to any, like, Chinese store and be like, "Oh, here is here is the rice cake," because it's never there. It's just never there. It's never there. In terms of sweet things, I think the only thing I can remember that is sweet is, white rabbit candy.
Oh my god, I love those so much.
I don't know what
That's
that
my
is.
whole childhood, bro.
I have
It's like
actually never had that before.
I
You know
don't
what
know
I
how
had
to
for candy?
describe it.
I had, um, what do you call it? Uh cough drops as candy.
Oh wow. I used
My
to do that too,
childhood was
actually.
having cough
I
drops as
used to eat
candy.
cough drops as candy, but they don't make
Lemon
that
one?
flavor anymore.
The lemon
Yeah, the
ones?
lemon
Yeah,
ones, the lemon
oh.
ones.
Those are good. Like that
Well,
was
those
like
were
real
good.
When I was really little, I used to eat like these berry flavored ones, but I don't see them anywhere anymore. They were so good.
Oh, they like stopped making them, I think.
I know.
Those were the best ones.
They were the best ones because they tasted like actual candy.
Mm-hmm.
Bring
Nut
them
candy.
back.
My grandma in the car, she'd have like a whole bag full of like literal cough drops. Like they're like
my
it
God.
literally says for like if you have a sore
For
throat.
coughs.
And then I'll be in the car and she'll be like, you want one? And it's a cough drop. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I want
I never
one.
knew. I never even knew it was a cough drop. I just thought it was like actual candy. And I was like, this candy makes my throat feel weird, but okay.
We should wrap this up. We're at an hour right now.
Oh, we
Okay.
are.
Yeah.
That was a nice conversation. We could probably sit here and talk about food for like 3 hours.
We should
Yeah.
have a part 2 because I actually have more things that I wanted to ask.
We can have
a
that
food
like
part 2. And
yeah, we can have a food part 2.
food
I
and
like
other
like
things.
food part 2.
Food and
There we go.
cooking. I feel like cooking traditions are also interesting as well.
Yeah, we could do that.
Cooking and eating
Stay
etiquette.
tuned.
Stay
Stay tuned,
tuned,
guys.
guys.
We'll have Jason Derulo in the next episode.
In the next Jason Derulo.
Jason
What you
Derulo.
say?
That's a Jason Derulo song?
That's
Yes.
What, really?
It is?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Are you sure?
It is. It's when he had like that weird pencil beard going on where it looked like he took a marker and he was like
I didn't
and
know
he
that.
had like the fedora.
You know
Why
that
do you have
Jason
his beard
Derulo
look
video that
semi-eyed?
why is everything I said Jason Derulo? What? Wait, what?
I'm gonna do a Jason Derulo cosplay next episode. Stay tuned, guys.
Face reveal.
Face reveal.
The background image is just me in the Jason Derulo cosplay.
Savannah, you better be serious about this because I am. I will put you.
Anyways.
But I would like to thank everybody, especially our guests, for being here.
Thank you,
guys. We had a very nice conversation about food.
Nice little lighthearted conversation after we talked about like heavy, painful topics about being multiracial.
Our next topic will probably also be heavy, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Same
nice
thing
to
with
have
having a
you.
guest. it's nice having lighthearted conversations. I am
Mhm.
now extremely hungry. But it was very nice having this conversation. For our viewers, please subscribe,
Click the
subs-
like button.
no,
Smash
it's
that
not. No, it's not.
notification bell.
It's not clicked.
they
You gotta
turn on the
smash. You
bell.
gotta like. Ooh,
Jesus Christ.
Maybe
I hit my
don't do
mic.
that.
She peaked the audio.
I'm so
Smack the
sorry. I'm always
viewers.
thinking the audio. Okay, but
Smack.
smack,
Smack the like button.
smack that like button.
Smack that like button. Click the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter.
Please,
Nick.
I'm begging you, bro. I'm begging you. I'm
My
on my
favorite
hand.
cultural food is
On her
Flinty toast.
knees. Her knees begging.
I will be on my hands and knees if you follow our Twitter account.
oh.
Wait, that sounded wrong.
So anyways, thank you guys so
Right.
much for listening.
Well, just ignore what she said. Thank you for
Anyways,
watching.
we will see you guys in the next one.
Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.